What is going on, you guys? We're back with another Ife'Talks with your girl Ife'La on this lovely Tuesday on July 20th. Now, it has been a long time since I've actually seen you guys and actually spoke to you all, and since y'all have seen me. So let me just get a quick update. I moved from South Carolina to Jersey. I am back living with my family, which is a way much better source of living at this point for me, being a young person working and trying to get back into school and also perfect my craft. It is very much non-stop choices being made. I want to thank you guys for always there supporting me. I have had many people trying to collab with me, and trust me, I have been very, very, very inappropriate and just disrespectful when it comes down to trying to get everybody who wants to actually collab with me. Like I said, I thank you all who has all been still with me, still following, still supporting, asking where content is. I love the love, and the support keeps me going. And of course, one day I would like for this podcast to actually mean something. I want to jump into it real quick because I don't want to keep you guys here so long. I like to keep things going and quick and not drag it out. Things that were on my mind that I want to talk to you guys specifically about, because it's been something that's just been boggling me, and of course it's all over social media where it's been something to rave about or to just miseducate with people. What I first talk about is the simple fact that I feel like social media has had a bad influence on a lot of people, especially young people. It's olders, young, middle-aged, whatever you want to say. What really annoys me with social media, let me just specifically talk about TikTok and Instagram. Now, let's start with Instagram. Instagram, for a reason, I don't agree with, because one, you can see a lot of I'm trying to come up with the right word, because the word I was going to have was not even the right word for it. You can come on Instagram and see a lot of great things. You can see people winning awards. You can see college student graduates. You can see people, posting their children walking in their first time. Those are the things that we want to see as people. Great and positive, outcomes and steps we all, go through in life. What I do not agree with is the fact that when you go on there, you do have to realize it's not just adults on there. So whatever you post, you can't just only think about, this is what I want, this is my page. Correct, this is your page, so keep it on private. If you're going to be posting things that have guns, drugs, sex, murder, whatever, private that. Follow people who, do that type of stuff. There are children on here. 1. 2, there are people who just can't control their emotions or just can't fathom to see the things that people post. And I say bad things, I mean, you guys legit will post murder, and it's horrific. It's, you know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have to scroll on my phone and I'm like, oh, somebody dying. No, I didn't think social media was supposed to be a place for that. Last time I checked, social media was supposed to be a place for everybody to interact and feel comfortable of who they are in their lives, so everybody can see, either be proud of it or get influenced by it or just want to try new things. And I don't think anybody wants to try murdering somebody. Keep speaking on that per se, but another thing about social media, specifically on Instagram, before we get into TikTok, I don't like Instagram for another reason, because it's too much of what people think people's lives are. Per se, for me as a black woman, there's too much of what people think what ghetto is and what the black life is, and it's just too much. At this point, there's too much of who wants to be more oppressed and who wants to be more caring and who also wants to be on my side. And at this point, nobody's thinking about actually equality and actually coming together. Everybody's on their own case of who gives a fuck about my situation instead of everybody's situation. And it's tiring. I can't, as a black woman, come on Instagram and everything I see is either people hate black men, people hate black women, Black Lives Matter is this type of campaign, black people are being the new racist now. It's like people are first, like I said, it's too exposing. You guys get on social media and think that you shared certain stories that people are going to sit here, okay, if she's real about it, we care about it. Not everybody thinks like that. When I say you want to follow people who actually cater to who you are, do that. If you have to unfollow family, do that. If you have to follow friends from high school, Do that. Not everybody's going to be who you are, and not everybody's going to be for who you are. At the end of the day, social media, specifically speaking on Instagram, it has become one of the most less safe places to be at. People have used this whole freedom of speech as a way to be ignorant and talk out their ass, and it's not going to work anymore. Let me go on to that. TikTok. I love TikTok. One reason why I love TikTok, it has the funniest videos on there. It reminds me of Vine / what Dub Smash created and had a baby. Boom. What I do not love about TikTok, one, it is the freedom of when people can just spit and talk about anything they want to. You could have somebody post about blatant being a racist, hating black people, hating people from any other culture, you know. And I'm not going to solely speak on black people, but like I said, this is my experience. So when I go on TikTok, it bothers me when I see a lot of black creators, when they want to even put in their bio, I'm a black advocate, Black Lives Matter, it'll pose it as it's a terrorist group or it's offensive or sensitive to people. But if you go on there and see that, they really will show you, oh, if I put white lives matter or all lives matter or I'm a white supremacist, it would allow it to save. TikTok has literally it's the platform. It's a platform for people to be ignorant, to be creative, to be funny, to be sad, to be depressive, or even suicidal, and they wouldn't even care about it. I don't believe TikTok is one of the best platforms at this moment, because not only are you still having people afraid to be who they are, you're also blocking people from saying and speaking about what they believe in. Freedom of speech is what's so big and what we're going to go by the American code. Why can't we have people of all backgrounds and ethnicities speak on what they speak about? Now, when we talk about that, yes, there are going to be things that people say are very ignorant. And there are people going to say things that are very inspirational. Ignorant, inspirational. They're two different things. Do not try to confuse either one of them and try to defer and put that to one, specific group. Just because you may meet one type of person that's this type of way does not mean every single person is like that. Just like I said in my last video, not every white person is racist, not every black person is called ghetto, not every Asian is smart, not every, we're not going to keep doing the stereotypical things. But what we are going to realize is that all the stereotypical ways of America has still based on social media. And that's what I'm saying is these social media platforms are just a cover up to make you feel as if everybody and everything is all together, and it's not. You could post something on Instagram or TikTok, and whatever it is, within 5 seconds it'll tell you if you're false, you're wrong, this is banned, whatever. It's ridiculous. And I'm not going to hold it to racism, but I'm going to say it as a person. And if you believe in justice and being right and being everybody being treated, why does that seem that's okay to do? Why does that make it? I don't feel like anybody should be comfortable with it. That's just all I feel. I feel as if both of these social media platforms can bring you places, but in the smallest ways. And not even in as quick as you want it to, because a lot of the times when you want to bring out a certain content or even just spread a type of message, like I said, it's withheld. It's told it's not good. Or even if it's not, you have millions of people under your post saying ignorant, foul things, and neither one of those pages are getting banned, neither one of those pages are being corrected, nothing like that. But let you be a page speaking about Black Lives Matter, Asian Lives Matter, Palestine, anything that has been surfacing outside of America, or even just the small things in America that they preach about fixing and having so well, it is not being done. Social media is out, it's done. I mean, honestly, the best social media I can say right now that's not even really social is YouTube. I mean, yeah, it's social. I love the fact that a whole bunch of creators can actually come together and do something great. YouTube has its downfalls, but I'm not on YouTube all the time. And when I get on YouTube and I make my videos and I watch who I watch, because I do have people I love to watch, it's giving me better than TikTok and Instagram. So I remember. So the last thing I want to talk to you guys about was just something small, but it's just very annoying, and it just comes from people just being prejudiced. If you're a Cancer, you're a crybaby. That's what they say. If you're a Scorpio, you're the hugest freak. If you're a Capricorn, you're just not easy to fall in love with, etc., etc., etc. All right, we get it. You go in there and you look on your little astrology, who you compatible with. Stop. I'm not saying you can look up on astrology. I'm not saying to not believe it. I believe it on an extent of when I look at who I am, because your astrology comes to play. But what pisses me off more than anything in this world is when I go on TikTok. You'll have people saying, oh, as a Capricorn, I can't date this, and that. Great, that's your page. You can post whatever you want to post. But what I do not like is the prejudice remarks you guys can make based off on one sign. Do y'all realize when you run into one person, you're running to just that person? You see that, right? Just that one person, right? Okay, so if you run into another person, right? I'm sorry. Y'all see what I'm saying? If you can't sit here and tie two different completely beings, whether they're the same sign or not, and try to judge them based off your past relationships. It's giving me very much childlike. It's giving me very much trauma. It's giving me very much ignorant. As a Libra, I've found my times I've gotten offended because I've heard a lot of things about Libra. But then when I look about it, it's also the way I look at myself too. Libras are indecisive. We are people pleasers. We are flirts. We are, and as a person of who I am, I'm way different. I can agree to all those things as a Libra, but I'm also Ife'Talks, and as Ife'Talks, I have gone through different things in my life for me to become who I am. Just like if you're a Gemini, Geminis can come off as very much two-faced. Geminis can come off as bipolar. Whatever the stereotypical things you guys hear about, not every Gemini is the same. Yes, I've been around Geminis. I can say all Geminis are fun. I can say that. They have a fun characteristic. They're also good listeners. But have I met a Gemini that has knocked me wrong? Yes. But you know why I've come to the conclusion? It's because if you look at a person's lifestyle, who they're raised by, who they weren't raised by, what they continue to do in their life, that what makes them who they are. You need to stop confusing just the point of being a certain astrology sign and then also not looking at what a person's been through. Being raised up from a child definitely builds characteristics and personality. I'm pretty sure we all know that. I just want everybody to stop judging people. One, it's not going to happen yet because people. But one thing we're going to stop doing is stop looking at every certain sign as something negative to not want to date them. If you don't like certain things because you're a certain way, say that. Maybe you need to fix yourself. Maybe you have things that aren't, likable. You know what I'm saying? Even if, you guys are compatible or not compatible, open your mind to different things. Maybe somebody different in the opposite of you may help you with something that you just don't know you need help with. It's called life. Try new things. You don't like it, you move on. If you do like it, you'll continue until you fall off it. And if you don't, that gives you your answer. But we're not going to keep doing is thinking that we're all knowing about astrology and then going on platforms prejudging other people based off their sign because you had a bad experience with a Cancer. Nobody cares. Find another one. I'm sorry. But and when I say that, I do mean that because it you can't be super intelligent and be super prejudiced. It's not going to work. It's not. You either or. And we all prejudge. We all can feel skeptical and, nervous. Just because your ex was a hoe don't mean your new one's going to be the same. She may just be a prostitute. I mean, like I said, I want to thank you guys for always being there and listening to me. I have so many supporters, not a lot, but I do have a good basis of people that I have found out that they love what I talk about, and I'm going to try to keep putting out videos constantly. Of course, you can see this is not my usual setup. This will be what I have until I get everything rolling back and I get all my equipment. Once again, thank you guys for stopping by. I love you all. Please check out my last videos that I have been posting. I need to get my views back up, and of course I need to get more active and stop being dry. But this is your girl Ife'La. We're going to be signing off with another Ife'Talks.
My stress is hella deeply sea. Get the gap, I need to find myself a galaxy. The one I'm in is so damn dark and so dim. Where did